Hey everybody, it's Louis Porter Jr. I'm testing out my new camera I just bought, my old camera. Ugh. Just got balled up and got into the graveyard of cameras. But I have a slick new camera. My box. Yeah, I guess you could see. Well, it's empty. It's empty now, but you know, another Logitech, small one. I'll tell you what you can see right there. So this one is huge. Take a look at that. Give it a second. Come on. It's closer. That's pretty close. Takes a second. Even though I like that, it does take a second to do that. Kind of cool. All right, so back to me. So I'm just testing this out, and I'm also coming with some cool ideas. I've been sitting here at home just relaxing and just chilling and having a good couple days off from work, which is always fantastic. So I was thinking of ideas for this whole multiversal, my crisis idea. So I'm gonna tell everybody what one of the ideas is, and it kind of makes sense to do, and it's me thinking like, hey, I think people, they've been hearing me talk about this whole crisis thing. If it's any gonna be any good, as I click over to it, and getting people to go, oh, I don't know, it's a crazy idea. I don't know how you're gonna pull it off. All right, here's how I'm gonna pull it off. It's really really simple. I told some people this already, so if it sounds crazy, just listen to the end. That'd be interesting. So there's a couple issues that just seem to pop up with this. Issue number one. The big issue is how do you get to play a game where actual legitimate campaign worlds get blown up and destroyed, and how do people get excited about that? And that's that kind of is an issue, which I totally get. So I came up with an idea that I heard about a long time ago. I don't even know where I actually heard about it from. It might have been the guys from Paradigm Concepts. They might have pitched it to me, or they might have told me it was a good idea. So I can't remember anymore. It's just, but I thought when I heard it, good idea. I'm going to use it. I'm using it now. Basically, you're going to make two sets of characters. Your first character, as this all should play out, will play in the first part of the Crisis event. Think of this as the crossovers that happened before the actual comic book Crisis on Infinite Earths. These are all the things that popped up, that happened, and stuff like that. And I'd say part of the first or two issues of Crisis. This is going to be, you're first going to meet all the people involved with this whole crisis, this whole event, what's going on. You get more background on the bad guys, what they're really about, and all that. And basically, it's going to start up the way I have it in my head. It'll be 20. I call them 20 sidetracks, 20 sidetrack adventures. There'll be an alpha, the 18 adventures in the middle, and the omega at the end. The alpha will give you first taste of all the important people, the main good guys, as I call them, while the following 18 will occur in different campaign worlds. So one of the cool ideas was, it's like, wow, how can we really do cool campaign worlds? I mean, and actually have the possibility of destroying them, because it's like people want to play in certain kind of worlds and they remember certain kind of worlds to play in. How do you do it? Well, we're going to do the old-fashioned thing. We're going to look at a couple of worlds that that were put out during the 3.5 era and 3.0 era, and maybe even before that, that people were interested, they liked playing in, and then we're going to do a little surgery. We're definitely not going to use the actual worlds, but you'll definitely feel those kind of worlds being destroyed and stuff like that. Like, I won't say for example, because that would be, but we will definitely get inspiration from lots of different places. I mean, if we wanted to do a cool steampunk gun focused world and have that world blow up, and maybe it reminds you of another popular setting. It may not be that actual setting, but you can definitely feel the similarities. I'm not saying we're going to take the thing and we're going to use, but you'll definitely get the same kind of inspiration. So you'll get the same kind of feeling, but at the same time, if that world happens to get destroyed, then that world just happens to get destroyed. These things do happen. I'm also going to be looking at a lot of traditional fantasy that's been played by D&D for decades and use some other worlds out of there. Because I think some of them would be really, really cool that people would like to play in without it being actual D&D, without it being, with all the stuff attached to it. But still, you get the feeling of the world and you understand what the dangers are. And I think this will be very, very helpful. I think that's a good way to go about it. And as I said, those are your first characters. Those first characters may or may not die. They may not make it all the way to the Omega. They may get killed somewhere in between. And that's, and this is important. They might get killed before that. If they get killed before that, they're dead. They're not, oh, we're going to bring you back. No, you're dead. You're dead. That character's dead. That character has died in this place doing this thing, and that's what happened. All right. Flash forward to the actual adventures. Like I said, this is the first part. The 20 encounters. I'm going to call it encounters. or first. Then you actually get to the actual AP. I'm still jostling between if it's going to be a 4-part or a 6-part. But this will actually be the actual Crisis comic book that people will be familiar with. You're going to see a lot of different worlds. You're going to cross over a lot of different worlds. And I'll tell you, I've already talked to several of the major third-party guys already, telling, hey, look, this is what we want to do. This is what I'm hoping for. Could you possibly be interested in this? And most of them are giving me a confident, yeah, maybe. I'll say how busy I am, but I'll try to see if I can make it. It's a possibility. And these are all good guys. I know them. If they can do it, they could. If they couldn't, they'll tell me. You'll no need to gloss it over. So I'm hoping that we can get this possibly started by January. Because my theory is this. I know a lot of you know that I'm doing a Kickstarter. I'm saying we. We, the mouse in my pocket and I, are doing a Kickstarter starting late in September. And it's going to be for Across the Fire, but that one we knew way in advance we were going to be doing this, so we're doing all the work now. So literally, my dream will be that Cross of Fire will be out by, realistically, December, January 1st. I want it to be done. I'm going to start the layout probably in 2 weeks when I get the actual final stuff back from my editor, and we'll start rolling the stuff out on our part. We'll do the Kickstarter. The Kickstarter will be done, and then, literally, it'll be like, oh, Kickstarter's done. Probably up signing art during the time, too. Oh, Kickstarter's done. Art's done. Okay, here's everything. Boom. Here's everything. You guys go. Boom. Knock yourself out. Bye-bye. And that's how we're going to do it. We're going to release it as soon as possible because I want it all done. I don't want to be waiting. I don't want to wait for more stuff. I mean, we've done so much setup for it. So I think people getting it a month or 2 after the Kickstarter, I think they'll just freak out. And even though we have it mentally planned for, it'll be, I didn't mentally plan, but we'll mentally plan we have it for December, but we'll have it listed as being, August. But we'd like to be done, by December, January. I want all the stuff Across the Fire done. I want everybody with their stuff. Everybody submitted stuff. I want that stuff to be done. No messing around. No thinking about it. No let's drag it out for a couple months. No, I don't want to do any of that stuff. I want the fans to have the product double ASAP. So then we can move on to this whole Crisis thing, because that's burning in the back of my mind. But got to finish up Across the Fire. But like I said, this is my new camera. I'm testing it out, so I'm letting everybody see what's going on. It's interesting. I like it a little bit more. I'm running the high def setting, so this is kind of cool. It's got to speak like the old one, but I think it's a very good choice for me to do this. So thank you everybody for taking a few minutes out of your time to watch this, and I'm hoping that we'll have some more videos like this. I like doing it in the car, but sometimes it's nice to do it at home behind all my hats and the books and the comics, because but yeah, I'm serious. It's within arm's reach. Oh. And for all you super geeks, bye out. A lot of you are like, what issue of X-Men is that? 175. 175. Bought it off the rack when I was a kid. One of my favorite artists of all times is in this. His last issue you did right before John Romita Jr. took over. Paul Smith, great X-Men artist. A lot of cool ideas. You know me, I like having stuff around me for cool ideas, for inspiration. What are the stuff I have inspiration? Well, I got, my game trade. And I got my paychecks. That's not really for inspiration. That's more for humiliation. Lots of fun stuff. My 2 previews. It's really sad when all you have to do is reach and, oh, you got this here. I'm reading this. I'm enjoying this. I like Hickman. I'm beginning to like Hickman's work. I don't understand it, but I really do like it. Good chance there'll be something near me that I'll be reading. If you ever get a chance, Next Wave by Warren Ellis, incredibly interesting. So, as you can guess, if you didn't know from the things I do, I'm definitely a comic book fan. Also, my Kia catalog, love IKEA. I'm a Kia fiend too, you wouldn't have guessed. Alright, let me go out of here because I got UFC to watch and it's coming on in like 5 minutes, big fight. Whole bunch of excitement. Yeah, I'm a little tired. It's been a long day. Alright, as usual, thank you so much for your support, and I appreciate you all. I'll talk to you all later.